Hello, this is Phil Jadaborg with PJ Networks Computer Services, and in this week's basic tutorial, we're going to show you how to reset Internet Explorer back to its default settings so that you can get rid of unwanted toolbars and add-ons or maybe other settings that you've fiddled with and something isn't working properly. The easiest way to get around these issues is simply just to reset Internet Explorer back to the way it originally was configured when you first opened it, and that will disable unwanted add-ons and plugins and toolbars and any advanced settings that have been fiddled with by anybody. It's the easiest way to get around it. Typically, you'll know you need to do something like this if you're trying to go to certain websites and they just don't want to display properly, or you're getting pop-up messages trying to sell you things. Those are going to be adware plugins. A lot of these coupon clippers and coupon saver softwares that install themselves into Internet Explorer are really just trying to sell you things. So once again, I'll give you a quick tutorial on how to reset Internet Explorer back to factory defaults. You can get to the settings a couple of different ways. The easiest way is if you have your menu bar up here. You can turn that on and off by just right-clicking up in the very top line, and you can turn on your menu bar. And by the way, you can also turn on a favorites bar in case you want to drag shortcuts. For example, like, now I've got a shortcut on my shortcut bar, my favorites bar. So you can either do it by clicking on Tools on your pull-down menu at the top, or you can click on the little gear icon that has your settings here, and you can go to Internet Options. So I'll do it from the tool menu, Internet Options. As we pass through this first page, General, this tells you what your default web page is when you open up Internet Explorer. If I click on Use Current, notice that it changes to whatever website I'm on. So if you ever wondered how to change your home page, that's the easy way to do it. In this case, we're going to go to Advanced. You'll see that there's an option to restore advanced settings, which is handy if you've fiddled with any of these settings here and you don't know how to set them back. But in this case, we're going to click on Reset. We're going to it gives you warnings, and it tells you what it's going to do. The most important thing it's going to do for you is disable toolbars and add-ons, so that if you have gotten unwanted programs installed, it's going to disable those. We're going to click on Delete Personal Settings, which does things like resets your default web page, deletes temporary internet files, history, etc. It will not get rid of your favorites or your bookmarks, so you don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Reset. As you saw, it's super fast. Usually it takes maybe up to 10 seconds if you've got a lot of settings in there. Click on Close. I'm going to close the browser, and when I launch it again, give me 1 second. You'll see that we're back to Google as our default web page. It didn't take the one that, it lost the one that I changed to PJ Networks. And notice that the menu bar is no longer up the top because that got reset. My favorites bar is no longer there, but when I bring that back, you'll see that the shortcut I had here to our website is back in place. And that's pretty much it. That's the easy way to reset it. There is another way to get into it. If Internet Explorer is so fouled up it won't even launch, the easy way to take care of that is to open up your control panel. And then in the control panel, there's also an option for Internet Options right here. And that takes you into the same settings that we were just looking at. So this is where you go to Advanced, you would go to Reset, you would click Delete Personal Settings and click on Reset. And there you go. You'd be amazed how many problems this will solve. Quite often I'll have people call me and start to explain Internet Explorer browsing issues or other Windows issues with features that are keyed to Internet Explorer, because it is an integral part of the operating system. And before they get too far into explaining what's happening, I spend 3 minutes walking them through doing the Internet Explorer reset, and I'd have to say at least half the time that simple reset process is all that it takes to fix the problem. So that's it. That was our simple tutorial, trying to keep these as short as possible. Hope you have a nice day, and we look forward to giving you another PJ Networks Tech Tip of the Week next week. Thank you very much.